All right, y'all. We're gonna do a little piece on. I did a live stream, and at the end, Tommy Sotomayor showed up. Now I thought I knew why he was showing up, but I was quickly corrected by Tommy on his reason why he showed up. Anyway, let's get into the video, man, so we can I can just break it down. My thoughts on his showing up here. All right, let's go.
Of that market. They just playing games. Tommy, see, sir, the Jamaican person doesn't even have respect for you. Yeah.
Okay, so it was a person in the chat using the name Jamaica, kept calling Tommy Tammy, right? Now, like I said before, Tommy does so many way out things, man. I don't even know if that's Tommy trolling himself. I don't even know. I don't even know. But all I know is today was a good day. But I wish I could have heard from Tommy under better circumstances. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna see, because I didn't believe this was actually Tommy in the chat. And so I kept telling him, if it's really you, come on up. I'll throw the link out there to you. Well, you guys will see.
I know now. Definitely, I know Tommy doesn't speak like this. So, but
okay. So I thought Tommy didn't speak like that, but then Tommy explained, "Hey, I was texting you on my phone, and autocorrect was doing stuff instead of letting me do it." Okay, I can take that, but I certainly didn't think, because Tommy is much more on point with his words most of the time when he wants to be. Let me say it like that. When he wants to be. So I didn't think it was actually him. I thought it was actually somebody trolling him, trying to pretend to be him. All right, so let's go.
I appreciate that. JP, understanding how StreamYard works is crucial, y'all. Yeah, man. Don't get caught up out here. Just because somebody, they try to shame you and putting them up. Oh, you ain't gonna check me. You don't have to check me. It's not you. It has nothing to do with you. It's got something to do with StreamYard, and it's got something to do with us. I'm responsible for everything that happens here. They're not gonna shut you down if somebody pops up and they're just a troll and they put some prawn on. They're not gonna shut you down. They're gonna shut me down, which obviously you guys know. That's why you're trying to get up here so fast. Anyway,
I had a couple of trolls in there with me, so I thought that Tommy was one of them, but he actually wasn't. But anyway, let's get Tommy on.
To the end of the stream. Fine, where's the link? Oh, I'll give you the link. If it's really Tommy, I'll give you the link. Hold on. Now I will hold up for you.
Now remember, I done 7 hours. Live streaming about this dude. 7 hours. I was very tired and hungry, and I was just about to shut the thing down, and he decides he's gonna come up. That's cool, no problem. I said, hey, if it's really you, Tommy, I'll hang in there for you. I'll think, because I haven't directly talked to Tommy in probably 10 years. So, but anyway, I said I'll hold up for you. All right, so let's get that.
If you really Tommy Sotomayor, I will spend a few extra minutes with you. That's the link. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm telling you guys. You guys just try to click the link. That link is for Tommy. Nobody else. So be true, and anybody else. There's nobody else I want to click that link. That link is for Tommy Sotomayor. I'm gonna give him about 5 minutes to click that link, and I will talk to him. Okay, Tommy, let me see your face. All right, there he is. That's the man. Okay, brother, I was nervous because I said, man, this is not him. Good evening, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Like I said in the comment section, I was about to start a show. That's why I was saying I really couldn't do it. But
you want to reschedule it, brother? We can reschedule it, because I understand I'm a content creator as well.
Yeah.
Tommy's like, why would I reschedule anything for you? You're just a small fry. You just you're just a rock in the pond, right? Shout out to Tommy. No disrespect to Tommy, but Tommy's like, well, really? I'm over here making money, man. I'm gonna reschedule something so I can give you free content, right? Shout out to Tommy.
But that's why I was pointing, and when I was doing that, but that's why I was pointing, and when I was saying it to you, again, I'm writing. I hate this iPhone, so this was me trying to type as I was doing this.
Okay.
iPhone correct shit that you already got correct. But I was just letting you know, even if you think about it, with the Jamaican person, that person in the comment section, or that other person, that to be true or whatever. Right. These people don't want to have a conversation with me. These people are just stupid. Tammy. So I say, why would you keep on calling a grown ass man Tammy? You told them, hey, we don't need to be doing that. Seconds later, they did it anyway.
Okay, so what he's talking about, it was somebody named Jamaica was in the chat, and they was calling Tommy Tammy, or first they said that Tommy called his own mother a B, and I said, hey man, we don't do that here, man. We're not gonna put people in no situation like that, right? And so Tommy, so the guy came back again and started calling Tommy Tammy. And so then that's when Tommy got upset. Well, one of the times. I really don't know what exactly triggered him, but he was by the time he left, he was upset. But anyway, let's check it out.
Care what you say, even if they're a fan of yours. These people are here to cause confusion. That's it. These people.
Now let me say this. These two people he's talking about, I never saw them before having Tommy's name in one of my videos. I never saw any of them before. So I don't know where these people came from. Like I said, it could have been Tommy just trolling himself. You know, he's been known to do stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Only Tommy could come and tell us what was really going on. I don't know. I just know that Tommy's not above a lot of stuff. Shout out to Tommy. So, you know what I mean? And that works for his channel. But I don't let people disrespect other people. And if somebody tells me, hey, I felt disrespected by this person, then I try to jump on that. I try. I'm not perfect. It's hard to watch the chat. It's hard to make sure you stand on point with the conversation. It's hard to make sure that every person, you got 10 people on a panel, and every person's getting the opportunity to speak. And I mean, and you stand on task and you stand on topic. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff to do. Then you're watching out for trolls. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to do. So sometimes some of us as content creators, we don't catch everything. We don't. Shout out to Sister Wanda. We don't catch everything. So, you know, sometimes stuff slips by us because it's a lot. It's not as much work to just, you know, hit the StreamYard link and get on the panel. You ain't got to do all that. You don't have to watch everything and make sure everything is going the way it's supposed to go. But when you're the host, you got to make sure everything is right. You got to watch all the stuff. See, it's a lot of stuff to do. But anyway, let's get back to Tommy, and Tommy's going to dismiss himself. All right.
Get up in the morning, probably sitting around in their drawers, shit stain and everything, just sitting around wanting to be irritated. I don't see how people live their lives that way. If you got a problem with me, they never tell you what the problem is. It's just name calling. Whole time.
Well, you gotta admit, man, when you get a lot of fame and you get a lot of success, brother, jealousy comes right behind that.
Okay. And if anybody would know that, it would be Tommy, right? Tommy's had these people pull up to his house and pull up to his family and dox him several times, and where Tommy actually had to go out and start filming himself on a gun range so these people would leave him alone, right? I mean, if anybody would know that, it would be Tommy. But I think when Tommy came on, he had a different agenda for coming on. Unfortunately, it really didn't matter because I don't have no problem with him or Kwame. I didn't have no problem with either one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? I do follow Kwame, but I pretty much I used to follow Tommy too. till Tommy started saying some stuff that I was like, and maybe Kwame might do the same thing. I don't know, but you know, Tommy's kind of out there sometimes. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, you know what I mean. But I don't have anything against Tommy. You know, I don't have anything against him. Just I just stop following him after a while. But yeah, let's get back to Tommy on Let's Talk to Better Black Life.
Well, I guess I've been around a lot of famous people, and I've seen a lot of famous people, and I don't think jealousy comes behind me. Like, even if you were jealous, I guess
you don't think that if you have a lot of money and a lot of fame and you get it seemingly quickly, Tommy, that was disingenuous. Black people, how black people are. And when they see you getting money real quick like that, man, sometimes the jealousy and envy inside of them will pop out. And they will start doing crazy stuff just because of the jealousy and envy. You know that, Tom. Come on.
Yes, because I'm like this. Shouldn't you be able to mask it in some form of logic? Just to make yourself feel better. Let me mask it a little bit. Like if you decide you don't want to be with your ex and you know you love her, but it's because she cheated. At least you can say, well, it's because she cheated. You make it sound.
But see, now I'm going to say this about what he's talking about. That is a person that wants to keep control of every situation, right? He's going to control how the other person's going to respond. He's going to control how they're going to feel. He's going to control how they're going to move. And I was trying to explain to Tommy that doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You can't, you know what I mean? You just because you think like that doesn't mean everybody's going to think like that. And that's where the issue's going to come in. When you feel like, hey, I think this way, you know what I mean? It's like me as a straight person and I meet a gay person. What am I going to do? I can't get mad at them because they don't think like me. They don't think like me. They don't think like me. As long as they don't do nothing physically to try to harm me, live and let live, right? You know what I'm saying? But I can't control how other people are going to think. I can't control that. And I think Tommy had an issue with that. But anyway.
Sound like it ain't that she just don't want you. But these people don't care about putting any logic in it. It's just straight up, Tammy. Look.
Okay, who said that? Who said that these people are gonna have any logic behind why they? There's people out there that hate black people because of the color of their skin, and vice versa. People don't have to have no logic in what they're doing. They just gonna do it, right? They just gonna do what they're gonna do, man. Shout out to Tommy, but it just doesn't work that way. I know you would like it to work that way, Tommy, but it doesn't work that way, man. Everybody on the internet does it. It's such a huge spectrum of thinking processes on the internet. There's no way you can control how another person's going to think. Unless you're the type of person that can find those type of people and take advantage of them. But you don't look like that kind of guy to me. But anyway.
You want to call a man a little mistake down by the man you follow. Daddy's a killer. And this dude got kids that he...
Okay. Now he starts going in on Kwame Brown. Now, he went from talking about the people calling him Tammy. Now, I'm thinking this dude came on the show because I said something, or one of my panelists said something that was incorrect and he was going to correct it. That's what I was thinking, because I was like, why do a guy like this, why would he even come near my channel? We didn't even have, by at the time he came in, we didn't even have 500 subs, I don't think. Right? But here comes big, huge, super huge Tommy into my chat and into my panel. I'm thinking, man, okay, well, we must have messed up and said something wrong, so he's going to correct us. That's what I was thinking. That's not what Tommy was thinking. That's not what Tommy was thinking, shout out to Tommy.
He don't even want to see it. But you want to keep repeating what that man said. He's a fan of another dude by saying, don't call, I use the word B too much. But the dude he follows, Mr. T, or Mr. Pickles as they call him, he stood around and called a woman the B word all day today.
Okay, Tommy. I hear you, brother, but I don't want us to get into a thing where we throwing rocks at other people that's not here to defend themselves. So, I mean, we're not going to, I mean, I know they do that to
We have
you.
to
I
throw
know they
rocks.
do that to you over there. I know they do that to you over there. But I'm not going to, I don't want to get, I don't want us, you and I, to get into that because I'm very appreciative that you even looked at our program and said, man, hey, let me come up here. So let's know what.
Right. So I didn't realize, man, I was just somebody for him to wipe his feet on. But you know what I'm saying? I was thinking, man, oh, he's gonna come through and say, no, hey, Clarence, you guys said this about the incident, and so let me correct you on that. That's what I was thinking he was going to do. I had no idea. He just came in just to wipe his feet on me and then leave. But that's what it appeared like to me. But like I said, I invited him up. I invited Kwame up, and I'm inviting him again. Tommy, you want to come up and talk to me again? You know what I'm saying? You want to talk to me and clear up some of what I'm saying? Cool, no problem. Or not, cool, no problem. I'm sure you not talking to me is not going to change your life at all. And same thing on this side. You not talking to me ain't gonna change my life at all. So you know, but I would talk to you if you're interested in it. I'll be interested in it. Anyway, okay. So because maybe something happened that I didn't realize why you left. But anyway, okay. So let's get back to Tommy. And I was asking Tommy at this point, hey, don't talk about anybody. I think I knew who he was particularly talking about at that time, but I was saying, hey, man, you know, this person ain't here, so let's not throw rocks at them because they're not here to defend themselves, right? If they're here on the panel as well, then we can have a discourse. But if they're not here and you're just hurling insults at them, then whether it's the truth or not for you, we can't verify it right here. So, you know, we need the other person to come and verify it. So anyway, let's get back to Tommy and see what else he had to say. And this is me, like a complete idiot, thinking that he was going to correct us on something that we had said earlier and thought we was going to get into an actual conversation. But Tommy had other plans.
Waste time talking about that situation. Let's talk about what you wanted to talk about. What exactly did you want to talk about?
That's what the person was talking to me about.
Okay, so Tommy basically said that he was in the chat because he was in the chat. I saw afterwards he was in the chat. I didn't see it because I was so tired I wasn't even paying attention. And he said he was in the chat, and I saw him in the chat. And when of course I thought he was a bot at first, but he proved himself to be who he is. But at that time, I wasn't paying attention to none of these dudes, man, in the chat. Man, I was 7 hours straight. I was ready to go. I was trying to just roll out. You know what I mean? So I wasn't paying attention to the chat at that point. But anyway, Tommy said he was in the chat, and he was getting insulted in the chat, right? And so he wanted to come on and clear that up. I wish he would have said that up front. I wish he would have made that clear up front. Hey, I'm just here to clear up something that was said in the chat. Because I'm talking to him like, oh, because see, I thought, like I said, I thought that he came on actually. I mean, you know, dealing with people in the chat saying something to him, I thought that was like a secondary or third issue. I didn't think that was the initial issue, which he cleared up and said, yeah, this is the reason why I came in here. Not because I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to have them stop calling me Tommy, right? Okay, so what happened was, that's what Tommy, you know, Tommy. That's what Tommy was trying to do. What I was trying to do is let Tommy clear up something we said, because I thought, well, maybe he was watching and we said something that was inaccurate, and he could clear it up. And he wanted to come clear it up for himself. That's what I was thinking was the main issue. That wasn't the main issue. The main issue was the situation in the chat. So now like I said, I don't know what was going on with that because I never saw any of these people before I put Tommy's name in one of my videos. So I don't know what's going on with that situation. But anyway, Tommy said, "Hey, I came in here just to clear that up." I said, "Oh, okay." But anyway, I tried to press him anyway because what I was trying to do is try to get him away from the chat, people in the chat, because that's nothing I can do to control that. I mean, only thing I can do is say, hey, don't do that no more, or I'm gonna time you out. But that's it, right? So I wanted to get into, because I thought, hey man, you really here to clear up something. Let's let you clear it up. And I tried to press past that, but Tommy didn't want to go past that. He wanted to stay right there on the people that was insulting him. I get that. No, I get that. But me being the idiot that I am, I'm trying to have a conversation with him that goes past that, as we'll see. Watch.
So I was repeating back to him.
Oh, okay.
So you can't say, let's talk about what you want to talk about when I was talking about what the
Oh,
person
okay. I didn't know. I thought that was just. I thought that was just.
No, I was saying you got these people in your comment section. They're repeating what this person said.
Okay, that's not.
So that was what was important to him, was the fact that people he don't even know calling him Tammy. I thought that was a little immature on Tommy's part. But maybe I'm wrong. Tommy, come on back. Let me know, hey, I got it twisted, and then we'll move from there. But I thought that was a little immature. Because what do you care what some knuckleheads on a YouTube page, like you said, I only had 8 people in there, if that, in the chat, if that. Why would you care what they were doing? I don't know. I don't know what Tommy's reasoning was behind doing that, other than maybe he just got pissed off seeing that. But anyway, let's continue.
Let's not get into the comment section, because I got you here, brother, and it's a very rare treat to have you here. So let me ask you.
We got to schedule that. That's why I just came up to let you know it was me.
Now, he said we could reschedule that, right? Now, I said, okay, well, let's you got it, because he said, oh, I got a live stream to do. He ended up not live streaming for like 4 more hours, right? But that's cool. I mean, he's the man. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this longer than I have. The live streaming part. So, I mean, you know what? Hey, do your thing, man. But the whole point of why he said, well, we can reschedule it. I was like, oh, okay. Then I guess he thought about it. He said, why would I reschedule with this dude? He's a nobody. According to him, he's a nobody. Why would I give him free content? I guess he thought about it, and then he was like, yeah, we can reschedule. And then when I said, okay, well, let's reschedule, he was like, forget that. You getting me now? You got to get what you got to get. You got to get what you get now. Because I mean, he's charging people. Tommy's charging you got to pay 3 months to do a video with him. 3 months on his Patreon to do a video with him, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what I heard him say last night. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. So he was basically giving me free content. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he thought about it. He said, no, man, I can't do something like that. Because you see, he's gonna wiggle out of the whole let's reschedule it situation.
Okay, good. Do you have a minute for me to ask you a couple questions? Tommy, do you have a minute for me to ask you a couple questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. I know you got to go, brother. So let me ask you this. What was it that made you decide that you were going to? We all saw what happened, and if you watch this live stream from the beginning, you see that most of us agreed with the fact that she should have never attacked you, and that was wrong. Okay, so what was it that made you decide for yourself to say, hey, I'm gonna actually drop some charges on him, on her?
Well, because they would do the same thing to men. And when it became a joke, when the next day after you've assaulted me and I'm sitting up here with a messed up foot, and you're going on a tour as if it's a joke, then something needs to happen. Because either I go beat you up or I file the charge. And I was asked by Fresh and Fit to just give it a day to see how you think. And when I watch this person go around trying to get paid and get money off of assault, then we got a problem.
Now, how do you mean she's trying to get money? How does that happen?
She went around on other people's channels saying,
Oh, okay, like Tasha K and
yeah,
whatnot.
she literally said, I mean, I don't know what other way you could do it. She went around saying, give me money. So I guess that's how you're trying to get money.
Okay.
All right, so Tommy knew this chick's kind of character she had, because if you listen to her talk on the Fresh and Fit podcast, she pretty much has or even on the Kwame's show, she pretty much has a pretty consistent character. If you pretty much look at that, so but he chose to deal with her. He chose to deal with her. So can't be mad at nobody but ourselves when we put ourselves in bad positions, man. We gotta own that. Gotta own that. All right, so let's finish up with Tommy.
Let me ask you, brother. Okay. If you can, in a summary form, give us the situation. Because what I looked at, I kept telling my viewership that I saw her. It started poking you for about 45 minutes. You were trying to deal with it. Then you turned your back to her to try to leave the situation alone. And so, if you can summarize, how did the situation even escalate to that point where she decided she wanted to put some hands on you?
That was a good question. That was a damn good question. Now let's see what Tommy's going to say to that question.
Well, probably because apparently she couldn't accept the word bitch, which Tasha K said that you ain't supposed to call a woman that. But then, as you saw on my channel today, as soon as the woman called in and disagreed with her, she called that woman several of these. I don't understand it. I think just people just have a problem with me. This woman had a problem with me because if you've ever been on my OnlyFans, you saw what happened with me and the light-skinned girl, but she was there for the whole thing. That was really bothersome because she had to hear that. I had to even apologize to her for having to hear it.
Okay.
Now, we don't know what you're talking about. We're assuming that he's talking about some type of sex relations, but we don't know for sure. And like I said, man, Tommy, you're welcome to come back and explain in detail what happened if that's what you choose. I don't think you would, but if you want to, no problem. The door is always open for you, man. All right.
Okay, so you think that the issue was that you were involved with the other girl instead of, and so that's what drove her to constantly antagonize the situation.
But if you watch the show, even that one, she was. I keep telling people I looked good that night. I really did. Go look at the video.
Okay.
And everybody's attention was on me. All those girls, like, they were on me. She started out, you can even see the picture of how she was all over me, holding me in the beginning.
Yeah, I saw that.
Asked to come and sit by me. Even was bragging about how good my OnlyFans is.
Right.
How would this woman then later turn around and have all that animosity? Because
she's
talking to white girls and not her.
So
white girl in particular, we couldn't keep our eyes off each other.
Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure I understand what you're saying. You're saying that because you were more interested in the white girls than her, that's what kind of kicked it off.
It's the equivalent of what happened in grade school when the boys want to get the girl's attention. He doesn't know how to do it, so he threw some gum in her hair, or he pushes her, or stuff like that. He doesn't know how to express himself correctly. This woman we had a 3-hour show, and the 3-hour show went great. No problem.
Now, wait, Tommy. You had a 3-hour show, or Fresh and Fit had a 3-hour show?
I said we did a 3-hour show on Fresh and Fit. 3 hours, no problem.
Just making sure. Okay.
Then at the end of that, there's an issue. At the end of that, now you want to bring up what I put on YouTube, Instagram, and you wanted the world to know that's why you don't follow me anymore. I could see if she was asking that question. If I had asked, baby, why you don't follow me no more? I didn't know what she was talking about. What would be the use to even say that?
Okay, so this is for you guys that like to work with SCX workers. There is no loyalty among 304s. And most of them are going to deal with the highest bidder. And so if they're going to get a better deal from somebody else, they'll leave you stranded, or they will do this stuff that unfortunately would happen to Tommy, where and sometimes sometimes they'll have masculine energy in them. They've had so much. I spoke about this before. They've had so much male essence deposited in them that their body starts having more testosterone in it, and unfortunately, that brings them to gives them a certain level of masculinity, right? Even though they may have a feminine appearance, that gives them a lot of masculine energy. However, that's not the kind of woman you want to be with if you want to really enjoy yourself. In my opinion. So you gotta be careful about the people that you let hang around you. You know what I mean? Tommy's Tommy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he's a grown man. He knows how to handle himself. But for you younger guys, don't even mess with no 304s. Don't even mess with them. Let them go to people that know how to deal with their nature. Maybe Tommy is one of those dudes that knows how to deal with their nature. He's not tripped out over that. But the average guy out here, you guys mess with a 304 like that, a professional, they're gonna ring your, they're gonna clean your clock. So don't even do it. Look what happened to Tommy. All right, let's finish up.
I don't know, man. See, you gotta tell us.
Imagine me.
I don't know, man. See, you gotta tell us. You gotta tell us the backstory, because from what we're looking at it, we don't see it.
But I'm saying there wasn't a backstory. That was
Hold
it.
on. Jamaica, I'm telling you, man, you gotta stop that, or I'm gonna time you out.
Now
I'm trying
imagine
you
if
out.
I sit here. Let me ask you, how long would you let me sit on your panel if after you told me what not to say, I just kept on saying things?
Oh,
That's
you be
what I mean.
gone, brother.
These people just aren't. You're not doling out your critiques fairly, your excoriations.
Now this is where it went off the rails. How's he gonna come here and tell me what I'm not doing on my show? Because I don't run it like he runs his show, huh? That's like you go into the locker room with a dude. You in the locker room after basketball practice, and dude put his shoes up, and his shoes are laced differently than your shoes are laced, and he starts telling you ain't laced, your shoes ain't laced right. How you gonna tell me? These are my shoes. This is my platform. If I want to extend grace on my platform, I extend it. Like you said, I only got 8 people here. I ain't got thousands of people. I ain't got people looking for my house and looking for my family, and I ain't got all of that. I ain't got to deal with all that. And I appreciate the knowledge, and I know at a certain level I probably have to act. I have to deal like that. I do. But I'm not at that level, Tommy. So I don't have to have my situation so tight. The most I try to do is have it so that ain't a lot of cursing on my channel. Because I know a lot of people listen to me with they got the children in the room and all that. So I try to keep that together. But bruh, you mad because somebody calling you Tammy? Come on, bruh. You got major money compared to the average YouTuber. Major money. Why are you worrying about somebody calling you Tammy? I can't see it, man. I can't understand it. And maybe one day, man, me and Tommy can sit down and talk about it. He'll explain it to me, but I just can't see it. If I had the kind of money that Tommy had, I don't care. You can call me Tammy, Tooney, Turney, Turd, Poo-Poo, whatever he was saying. Who cares? But that's me, and this is him. All right, so let's move on.
Fairly, you're just because that person just keeps doing it, and you know they're not going to stop, and you're going to keep repeating yourself. You sound like the white parent that keeps telling their child to sit down.
Okay, the white parent that tells the children to sit down, right? Okay, so I'm the white parent. I just think I just got less to be stressed about, and it's not really. I don't. Maybe it's me. I just don't sweat a lot of stuff. You know, I had a couple of my subscribers tell me, "Hey, you should be more. You know, you should be more of commanding when you what? I don't sweat stuff. And let me see you be on point after being on a live stream for 7 hours. Let me see you be on point at that point, or 5 hours, or 4 hours. It's easy when you just the person on the. It's easy when you just a person on the panel. You ain't got no responsibility. Anyway, I would never have done what he did to me, where he said, "Hey, you know," he tried to pretty much tell me how to run my program. I would never have ran over to Tommy's show and said, "Tommy, you need to do this, you need to do that." But that was what he thought about me, right? That was the whole point. I started realizing this, after he left. I started realizing, man, he didn't really want to talk about nothing. He just wanted to come in and make that an issue of this person calling him Tammy. That's what he wanted to make an issue out of. Instead of, here we are, we done talked about this man for 7 hours in the situation he was in. And I thought, man, maybe he's going to come on here and give us some additional information, or clear up something that we said that was wrong, or whatever, right? No, I want to talk about the person calling me Tammy in the comments. Yo, whatever, man. Anyway, this is Tommy telling me how to run my broadcast.
They're proving that they know you're not going to do it. But me,
I
kept doing the same thing to you. I want you to sit up here and just let them keep Tommy.
You know what, brother? But see, as a content creator, just like me, man, you can't control what these people are going to
say. No, but I get them out.
We got like 10 people in here. You have thousands of people in there.
No, yes, and I don't keep repeating myself.
They got thousands of people in there. You
can't. No, but I don't keep repeating myself to. There's not one person that you're going to see me say, "Hey, I told you don't say that again." That when I told you first time don't say it, that's enough.
Of course. You got thousands of people to deal with. I don't. Like you said, you got about 8 in here right now. Of course. Duh. What? Why do I got to keep repeating myself? I tell them once, I tell them twice, and then that's it. Boom. Done. But because he don't know me personally, he doesn't know the kind of personality I have. He just came on to talk to get into it with the person that was calling him Tammy in the comments. He don't know me. So you think I'm going to be sitting around telling somebody like Jamaica over and over and over and over and over? No. People can learn, man. People can change. You looking at somebody who changed, bro. Some serious men of God came into my life and changed me. I was a complete mess. I was living a lie. I was a complete mess. And some serious men of God came into my life, and they hovered over me, and they when I thought they should be nice to me, they was mean to me. Not mean, but aggressive. When I thought they was going to be aggressive, they was soft. All of this to try to get me to change, helping me redeem myself, which I'm trying to do right now. You looking at that's why I always call myself Captain Stupid. I did some of the most stupid stuff ever. But we can change. We can change. People can change. And that's why I believe, that's my core belief, that people can change. Because I changed. So I'm not going to I'm not going to just throw somebody away just because they made a mistake. Once they prove to me, once I can see that they're going to cause an issue, then I'm going to put them out. Maybe on your program, because you got so much stuff going on, man, you ain't got time to do that. You ain't got time to have no sympathy or no empathy for anyone. Okay, cool. But don't come to me with my 8 people in the chat and tell me I got to have, I'm not handling the situation right. All you got is money and subscribers. That's all you got. That's all you got. That don't make you right. That don't make you right. And shout out to you, Tommy. Shout out to you, man. But that don't give you the right to come to another content creator's page and tell them how to run their page. Like you said and like you did. You don't like something that's going on? Leave. Dismissed. Go ahead. Anyway, because same thing. Don't give me the right to go over to Tommy Sotomayor show and start saying, "Hey, Tommy, move that flag, move this picture, move that shirt." No, don't let them be in the back that long, or you didn't let this person talk. Come on, man. Stop. All right, let's finish up with Tommy.
You do it again. That shows not only you don't have respect for the person you keep talking about, now you've shown me you don't have respect for me. And you remember what you just said? I have thousands of people. You got about 8. Right. Or whatever it is.
See, now, that was a little slight to me, but did I take it bad? Nah. I don't care. I don't care if I have one person in here. I'm going to run this thing the way I want to run it. Shout out to Tommy. Run your thing. You get money. So, good. Congratulations to you. But to some of us, money ain't everything. Yeah, we'd like to be able to get paid doing something we have a passion for. But we ain't, willing to sell our souls for it. No, some of us ain't. Shout out to you. Good for you. I'm glad this thing worked out for you financially. Good. And y'all go over to Tommy's page, subscribe, and then decide what you're gonna do. Go over there. I'm not saying Tommy's a bad guy. I'm just saying you can't push your program on somebody else's program. Can't do that, man. I don't have no bad feelings about the guy. I don't hate the guy. Just tell him, hey, man, you can't push your program over here. Just like I can't push my program over there. But anyway, Tommy thought so much of himself he could tell me how to push my program. Right? Okay.
Talking right now, maybe 8. And if you allow one of the 8 to keep doing it, that either means you really need content of people talking that bad that you'll let somebody keep doing it, or I don't need to be here because you'll let me keep being disrespected.
Okay. So he said, I really need content. That's why I let somebody call him Tammy. Do you think after 7 hours and 15 minutes, I cared whether somebody was calling him Tammy or not? I really did not care. Well, first of all, I wasn't looking for that. I tried to stop it from happening. The guy said it twice, and then we never saw him again, right? So, because I warned him the second time, and that was it. We never saw him again. But by that time, Tommy was already triggered. He's already at this point, right? And so now, I don't know. Maybe he thought I was going to beg him to stay. Please, Tommy, stay. Please. I'm sorry, Tommy. Or maybe he thought I was going to do that, right? Let's see how it turns out, man.
Either one is fair.
Well, let me tell you how. Wait, Tommy. Let me tell you how I run the program. You're right. Because of such a low amount of people that I have, I try to give them a little more grace, right? Because I know they come in here hot, right? They come in here a lot of times, and they're just emotional. And so I try to give them grace to try to let them calm down to where we're at, so we can all be on the same page. Now, if they continue to do it, like you said, I realize, hey, not only do they not respect you, but they don't respect me as well. But I'm not in a situation where I got thousands of people and I have to have that standard that high. I don't really have to have it that high. I can kind of bring it down.
That's where you're wrong. I'm gonna say this.
Now, why am I wrong? You ain't got no, man. You go to Tommy's chat, there'll be 1,500 people, whatever, 2,000, whatever, thousands of people in there. How you gonna tell me I got 8 people in the chat, according to you? I got 8 people in here. How you gonna tell me? You don't even remember what it's like to be in that situation. It's been so long for you. What are you talking about, Tommy? See, man, you bit off more than you could chew right here. Because, see, one thing we shouldn't do as content creators is go around telling people how to have their show. if you as a fan, if I was a fan of Tommy's, which I used to be, if I was a fan of his, what I mean, well, I put it like this: if I was a subscriber of his, I used to be a subscriber of his. I don't have no problem with Tommy, but I used to be a subscriber of his. But if I don't like something, which I didn't like something that he said, I just stopped subscribing. I'm not gonna tell you, hey, you got to make this. I made that mistake with the mothership. Well, I kept trying to tell them, hey, this is what you need to do to make the show better. Then I was like, why am I telling them? Why am I even watching them? I can just make my own show. I'll just make videos that I like and talk about stuff I like to talk about. I can't make Tommy talk about what I want him to talk about, or make him sound like I want him to sound, or say, Tommy, don't call black women bees, or don't call women bees. You don't have to do that all the time. I don't have to do that. That's his thing, and he got all the proof that people want to hear somebody talking like that about women. He's got all the receipts to prove it. So have at it. But don't come over here trying to tell me. Well, man, if you listen to me, man, you make some money. I probably would. You probably could give me a crash course and have me up and running in about a day or two. But no thanks. I'd rather just do it on my own. Because when I go home, I look in the mirror, I know who's responsible for my situation. I was eating before I got to YouTube, and I'm going to eat, whether I have YouTube or not, I'm going to eat. So YouTube, being successful on YouTube is cool. That's a desire of mine, but it's not a necessity. I'm not in a position where it has to happen like that. Thank God. All praise. So, thank God. All right, so let's finish up. This is Tommy telling me that I'm wrong about the way I'm handling my own broadcast.
Okay. You should always have your standard that high. From the time I've started any of this, I'm going to make it to where you respect what I do. Because if I let you bring it down, then you're going to bring more people in that bring it down.
I'm not going to let you bring it down. I'm just saying I got more understanding for where they're at, and I'm going to step to them. But I understand. I just got a little more understanding because I'm not in a situation like you where you got thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, thousands of trolls coming at you every day. I understand that, and you have to have a higher standard. Me, I may have had one or two trolls in here today. And that's only because your name is out there or Kwame's name is out there. But other than that, I usually wouldn't have this many people around.
Well, when what I would try to you and anybody else, I would hope that I can get people to say, you have the right to hate whoever I bring up here. Make sure you hate them with a valid reason of why.
Okay. Now, he's telling people, once again, how to handle their feelings. Make sure you hate somebody with a valid reason. How you gonna make people handle their emotions? It's just the way he was thinking, man, really threw me off, man, because I was like, man, Tommy's a smart dude, man. Definitely not stupid at all. Very cunning, but not stupid. And so I was like, why is he trying to tell people how they're going to react and how they're going to feel and how they should handle it? I just didn't think that was smart. But anyway, let's finish up. We got coming on an hour.
I don't understand why I don't have anybody on my show, and I would let somebody call them poopy face the whole time. Poopy face.
Now that we can control.
Poopy face.
That we can control. But we can't
that's what I mean. Why you have an individual who has not said one thing I've done wrong? Oh, but they've said Tammy thousands of times.
But like I said, we can't control how other people are going to feel. They're going to come in.
You just said that we can control calling one person poopy face, but not.
Now, he tried to commingle what I was saying, right? So what I said was, we can control what they say online, but I can't control how they going to feel inside. He said, he tried to make it sound like, not make it sound like, but what he said was, you can control how they feel. And I said, you can't control how somebody's going to feel. You can control what they do. And when they once they type something in, you can either time them out or give them some slack or do whatever, right? But that part you can control. But you can't control how they're gonna feel. And he tried to commingle all of that and convolute it so that it looked like I didn't know what I was talking about when I definitely knew what I was talking about. But anyway, Tommy ain't no fool. He ain't no fool. He might be a little cunning, but he's not no fool.
Right. We can
Not
control
that.
that because we can
You're
time
right.
them out.
We can control that because we can time them out.
You got
I
it.
can put them out. I
No,
can put them out. But
no,
if they come in and hate,
I see you. I got no, I agree with you. Poopy face.
Now what I'm trying to do is trying to get him to understand. But he's already been triggered, right? He's already been triggered, and he decided that, he's going to respond like this, right? No more logic is out the door. Now it's just emotion, and a lot of times when people don't have the discipline to apply their intellect, they would just use. Let me say it this way. We as human beings, we got a couple of different ways we can use to comprehend information that's being given to us. The best way to use it is with our intellect. But because so many people, because we have a survival instinct as well, we can also use our emotions to drive our comprehension so that we can stay safe, right? Now, in this particular situation, I believe that Tommy went from using his intellect to using his emotions for his comprehension, and therefore cut off the comprehension. And here I am trying to get him to comprehend logically what's happening, but he was already done. He's already out the door. All right.
You can't tolerate
This
that.
is something that's just
Tammy,
you can't tolerate
cool.
that. But Tammy, that's cool.
No.
Now that was his whole issue. We've been talking about this man for 7 hours, and a little indiscretion that happened at the Fresh and Fit podcast. And this man wants to come up and talk about somebody calling him Tammy. I just didn't get that. I didn't get that, Tommy. You want to come back and explain that, but I just did not get that.
It's not that.
So it's not that I'm. I Tammy is cool.
Okay, so we see right here, he just dismissed himself, right? He just dismissed himself. I guess he thought I was going to be, Tommy, come back. Tommy, I'll do it. I'll come back. Please, Negro, please. Have at it. Just like I said, he's going to go back to his life. I'm going to go back to mine. But I appreciate him coming through. Shout out to Tommy for coming through. I mean, he didn't even have to do that. I appreciate it. But I don't want no mistakes on what I said and what my feelings about him. I don't have no ill feelings to Tommy or Kwame. I have no ill feelings to either one of those. I don't have a dog in the race. I just thought that Tommy came to actually talk about something else. But shout out to him. He's the big YouTube dude. So obviously he felt like, hey, Brother Clarence, I'm just use him as a doormat so that I can come on and talk about people calling me Tammy. Hey man, we all have agendas, right? We all have agendas. Some of us have agendas that make sense, and some of us have other than making sense agendas. And his agenda to him made sense. To me, it didn't. But anyway, that's me and Tommy. Let me see if we got any more about Tommy.
Well, anyway, hey, I tried to talk to the man. I tried to reason with the man. The man didn't want to reason with me. Oh, well, he'll go back to his life. I'll go back to mine. Anyway, what do y'all think? Surprise pop-up from Tommy. You know what I mean? And instead of talking about the real issue, he wanted to talk about people calling him Tammy. I thought that was a real waste of time. I was trying to get away from that, but I guess that's what he wanted to talk about, that somebody called him Tammy. That's what brought him into this live stream. And you're probably right, Tommy. You should have probably just left because you really wasn't trying to hear nothing I was saying. JP laugh out loud. He needed to be in control. No surprises. Yeah, man. He was. I'm like an idiot trying to have a real conversation with him, right? He always said he wants to talk to me about how this person in Jamaica, and who knows, that might have even been him trolling himself. I don't know, man. That dude has some really crazy ways. But shout out to Tommy, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he is who he is. So, shout out to him. Shout out to Kwame. Shout out to Chaotic. Shout out to everybody that came through today.